Hey everyone, it's Zeraldo here, and today I'm going to show you all about the new Time Killer class that comes with the 2013 wall calendar. It's an interesting class, it's quite nice. It's not the normal Chronomancer or Chrono Corruptor sort of class that comes with the calendar. They've strayed away from the Chronomancer or Chronomancer recolors and reshapes for this and actually made something quite unique and special. It's quite nice. It's got a few little items that go with it. As you can see, I'm quite happy using them. So I'm just going to show you where to get it now. There's actually a trick to getting this one. You can't get it through in-game alone. So I'm now going to show you exactly what you've got to do to get this class. To actually get your hands on the Time Killer class, you've got to take a step into the real world. For anyone wondering, I just use a MacBook Pro and the basic software that comes along with it. No fancy editing software or external microphones, just headphones, a weird mouse, and a glass of water. Now, I'll just show you the calendar itself. It's on the wall here. It's a very nice looking one. It's got some pictures of some of the major characters such as Dracoth, Sepultura, Vordred, and Artix himself. It also showcases all the months of the year in one easy display. And the nice thing is, instead of the back of it just being plain, it's the same thing, just without the months of the year. So at the end of 2013, you can use it as a continued calendar. You actually have to physically buy this in real life. It's the only way to get the class. If you're wondering how that works, you do that from Hero Mart, and I'll show you how to go to Hero Mart and how to navigate later in the video. But for now, I'll just show you that to actually redeem your class, you've got to get your little code, which will be on a piece of paper like this, and will be where my thumb currently is. Your code's there, and you enter that code on their website, which I will also show you how to get to. And once you do that, you get this lovely calendar, the Time Killer class in AQ Worlds, and the Time Killer class in Dragon Fable. To get your 2013 calendar and to get access to the Time Killer class, you've got to go to heromart.com, or you can just Google it like I did. Once you've found your 2013 character, you just select what kind, whether you want the unsigned for $12 or the signed for 22, and then add to cart, and you're good to go from there. Just a quick change of plans. I've decided that seeing as I risk giving away personal account information and the website to redeem your codes is given clearly on the piece of paper with the code itself, I'm not going to show you. It should be self-explanatory and you shouldn't have any trouble if you actually buy it yourself. Time Killer actually works with a variety of enhancements, although not all brilliantly. You can try rogue or hybrids. I have trouble making them work. You could probably blend a bit of luck and make something nice, but I prefer just to stick with full wizard myself. Although fighter works to an extent, fighter with luck works a bit better, and full luck also works. All the moves except the third are physical and magical hybrids, although the damage over time here seems to be based purely on your magic. So magic will bring your heal and damage over time up a bit, but full damage is a mix of all. Luck gives quite a good balance of physical and magical, so you'll still get decent heal, but you'll still get some nice damage output. But personally, I just prefer the full wizard approach. Passives are also quite nice. They give a 10% boost to your dodge while taking away 10% of total incoming damage, and the rank 10 passive is quite nice. It also just gives you a chance to dramatically increase your healing and mana regeneration rates for a short while. So although it doesn't activate all that often, it does activate a lot in comparison to the other rank 10 passives, and it's not something you can rely on, but it's sure something that can help. So I'll just get into it. I'll just remind you all that all these moves, save for the third, compressed time, are physical and magical, while compressed time is only a magical move. The first move's quite nice. It's called Stretch Time. It's got a low mana cost of about 15 and a 4-second cooldown. It does okay damage, but it stacks, and it basically makes your enemy attack slowly, or more slow. It's something we've seen in a lot of classes before, so it's nothing particularly special or great. It just helps. It's a little passive, well, not passive, but little boost you have in your combat. So I'll just heal up and talk about the next one. Relive the Past is a slightly more expensive, but still not too expensive move. It's 20 mana, it's got an 8-second cooldown, causes moderate damage, and forces your enemy to relive the attack over and over. So It's not the most powerful damage over time you've seen in the game, but a damage over time is still a damage over time, and it's got a fair hit. The damage over time is comprised from your magic stats. As you can see, it's not huge, about 37 with wizard enhancements at level 47, but it just continuously goes. Now, it's something to keep going in the background. Compressed time is one of this class's major bonuses, and that's a increased mana regen as well as a slight heal. As you can see, the heal is not enough to keep you alive in combat, and if you're group partying, you'll want a healer with you because this class just doesn't have the heal to sustain itself. However, something to bear in mind is that when you dodge an attack, you get HP as well as MP. So high dodge builds might help, but they don't seem to reward enough dodge rate to actually make that work, unless you've got some dodge potions you want to throw in. The final move, Stop Time, is the powerhouse move. Just crit 1600, as you can see. With a full luck, I've had it crit 2500 with a stable weapon, so I reckon it could get up to about 4000 if you had an unstable weapon, although be prepared for crits as low as 100, 200, maybe even just 50. You're really meant to use the heal in conjunction with that, as it gives you time to heal without the enemy attacking you. But in practice, I wouldn't recommend it. This class has a lot of power and a nice little few things. For example, the heal can actually be used on someone else to regain their mana and HP. So it's got a nice little few tricks. It's a nice class. It gives you a huge variety of what you can do. You can use it on yourself, parties, you can try several different builds. All in all, it's not a bad class. It's nice to see them deviate from the standard Chronomancer, which follows that same pattern of 4 stacks of the first move which affect these. Although this does stack 4 times, it doesn't then affect other moves. For PvP, you want to go in and you want to use this move because of the stun that it causes and the high damage. Charge yourself up with some compressed time so that you're healing and you're regenerating mana more quickly, and then just spam these 2 moves and activate these again as soon as possible. So I'm not even going to go back to my house and do my usual end of class review. It's just a nice class. It's not overpowered. It's nice to use. And it's got some pretty cool little accessories. One thing I have missed though is where you actually get it. You get it by going through your book of lore and going through your badges from the Hero Mart section. You can see all your little badges loading, and I've just got to find the correct badge. Or not, the book of lore is a bit glitchy, but you can just find the right badge and activate the shop like any of these others. And that's basically the Time Killer class. It's got a few extra little adornments as well, not just the cape and scythe and helm I've been using. There's plenty more. So you get a lot of value from the calendar and the class. And don't forget, there's still an item in Dragon Fable and MechQuest that you can get hold of. So I'll see you later. I might actually be doing some coverage of the special event on the 12th of the 12th. I'm on holiday, so I'm free to film. And classes such as Time Killer, Chronomancer, and Chrono Corruptor, which my next class review video will be on, will be heavily useful according to design notes we've seen thus far. So I hope to see you there. Might even catch you at the live event, and you might even be able to make it into the videos. So until then, I'll see you. Bye.